Hi, welcome to our Tuesday check-in. So this past Sunday, we had our 6th installment in our series, The 7 Types of Rest, and we explored the idea of creative rest and creative renewal. And this was all about thinking about how we engage with beauty and wonder in our lives. Now, sometimes when we really do engage with beauty and wonder, they might call us into new realms that feel a little bit uncomfortable or scary. And so fear can sometimes be part of the newness that arises within us when we engage with wonder and creativity. But I do really love this section in Elizabeth Gilbert's book, Big Magic, Creative Living Beyond Fear, and it's entitled The Road Trip. It's all about the relationship between creativity and fear, and so I thought I would just read it to you now. Here's how I've learned to deal with my fear. I made a decision a long time ago that if I want creativity in my life, and I do, then I will have to make space for fear too. Plenty of space. I decided that I would need to build an expansive enough interior life that my fear and my creativity could peacefully coexist, since it appeared that they would always be together. In fact, it seems to me that my fear and my creativity are basically conjoined twins, as evidenced by the fact that creativity cannot take a single step forward without fear marching right alongside it. Fear and creativity share a womb. They are born at the same time and they still share some vital organs. This is why we have to be careful of how we handle our fear, because I've noticed that when people try to kill off their fear, they often end up inadvertently murdering their creativity in the process. So I don't try to kill off my fear. I don't go to war against it. Instead, I make all that space for it. Heaps of space, every single day. I'm making space for fear right this moment. I allow my fear to live and breathe and stretch out its legs comfortably. It seems to me that the less I fight my fear, the less it fights back. If I can relax, fear relaxes too. In fact, I cordially invite fear to come along with me everywhere I go. I even have a welcoming speech prepared for fear, which I deliver right before embarking upon any new project or big adventure. It goes something like this. Dearest fear, creativity and I are about to go on a road trip together. I understand you'll be joining us because you always do. I acknowledge that you believe you have an important job to do in my life and that you take your job seriously. Apparently, your job is to induce complete panic whenever I'm about to do something interesting, and may I say you are superb at your job. So, by all means, keep doing your job if you feel you must. But I will also be doing my job on this road trip, which is to work hard and stay focused. And creativity will be doing its job, which is to remain stimulating and inspiring. There's plenty of room in this vehicle for all of us, so make yourself at home. But understand this, creativity and I are the only ones who will be making any decisions along the way. I recognize and respect that you are part of this family, and so I will never exclude you from our activities. But still, your suggestions will never be followed. You're allowed to have a seat, and you're allowed to have a voice, but you are not allowed to have a vote. You're not allowed to touch the road maps. You're not allowed to suggest detours. You're not allowed to fiddle with the temperature. Dude, you're not even allowed to touch the radio. But above all else, my dear old familiar friend, you are absolutely forbidden to drive. And then we head off together, me and creativity and fear, side by side forever, advancing once more into the terrifying but marvelous terrain of unknown outcome. I just love that passage, the way that it helps us understand the relationship between creativity and fear, and gives us an amusing but really applicable way to deal with the normal fears that accompany us during our lives. So I hope you enjoyed that little passage and that it gave you something to reflect upon in regards to creative renewal during this coming week. And I hope that you will be able to join us for our final installment in our 7 Types of Rest series this coming Sunday, 10:30 a.m. And we will be considering the topic, our final topic, of spiritual rest. Take care, everyone.